today I'm going to show you how to make a paper puppet that you can decorate, drawing, gluing stuff from the Collage Center. So you'll need a big piece of paper. The bigger the paper is, the better, and we're going to fold it into thirds. So I'm going to kind of look and see, okay, there's a section in the middle, section at the end. So I'm going to start by folding this, not quite to the middle. Hold it with one hand, fold with the other. You might have to use your thumbs to really make sure you make that crease. So now I have this section, but then I'm going to fold it across to the other side. Don't worry if it's not perfect. That's okay. So hold it with one hand, fold with the other. Okay, and then the flappy side, flip it over so that's on the back, and we are going to fold this in half. This can be kind of tricky now that we have a lot of paper. So we're going to line up the ends, hold it with one hand, and then fold it with the other. Use your thumb to make sure that's a good crease. Then we open it back up, and you want to turn it so that it's like a mountain, like a little rooftop, a house. And now I'm going to take this end and fold it just to the middle line. We don't want to go over the middle line. So again, hold it with one hand, fold with the other. Use your thumb if you need to. You can even have someone at your table help you hold the paper while you make that fold. Turn it around, we're going to do the same thing. Again, we're folding it just below that middle line. Okay, then you're going to pinch in the middle like this. So you have one flap and one flap. This can be kind of tricky to do, so you might have someone help you. We're going to tear a piece of clear tape. And then we tape it on the inside. And so now you have a puppet ready to decorate. I also made one with a watercolor painting, so you could also get a big piece of paper from the Beautiful Oops box if you wanted a really cool textured puppet. And then the next thing you would want to do is start figuring out what you're going to add to your puppet. So then I went and grabbed a glue stick, scissors, and some colorful scraps of paper, and I'm going to start working on making some eyes, nose, teeth, maybe a tongue. I think I'm going to make mine a monster. You can make it whatever you want. So one trick that I have, when you're cutting two things that are the same, so I'm going to cut the eyes. I'm going to fold this white piece of paper in half. And I always suggest starting with a pencil, and I'm going to draw whatever shape I want the eyes to be. I'm going to make them kind of like an oval that's cut in half. Now when I cut these two eyes out, I'm going to keep my paper folded. And now because there were two pieces of paper, my eyes match. I want these eyes to stand up, so I'm going to fold what's called a tab at the bottom. So I'm going to fold a little piece of paper, and that's where I will put the glue to glue it onto my puppet. So when I glue them down, those tabs will make the eyes stick up. And you can make your puppet whatever you want it to be. I just thought it would be fun to make a monster because monsters are make-believe and I can make it look any way I want. All right, so I glued on those tabs, and now my eyes will stick up and be three-dimensional. I can draw on these eyes, or maybe I want to add some color inside the eyes. I think I'm going to use yellow. So again, I'm going to fold it in half because I want these to match. And I think maybe I will do triangles this time. So I'm going to draw a triangle. Like that. And I'm going to glue those inside the eyes. Anytime you're using Collage Center glue sticks or liquid glue is going to work better. Always stronger than tape. We use the tape on the back side here because we wanted it to hold all of this together. You still could put some glue inside here if you wanted to, but tape is going to hold it a little bit better since there's so many layers of paper. Maybe you want to get some things from the Drawing Center and add some details with drawing. Maybe I make a little nose. I might even draw some patterns or scales on this. On the inside, if you wanted to add some teeth or tongue, you could put that here. I grabbed a piece of crimped blue paper. The crimper is a fun way to add some texture. So I think I'm going to make a tongue out of this. Maybe my tongue is forked like a snake, so I cut a little triangle out of the end. And I'm going to glue that in here, but I'm going to leave it so that it wiggles and moves. So I'm only going to glue at this end. That way the tongue can wiggle and move. I think I'll add some teeth too. And I'll keep working on this, and you can ask Mrs. Hayes to see her example when it's done.